recording. Well, hello. How are you gentlemen this week?
I'm doing
Tired.
pretty alright, okay.
Tired, hungry, sore.
That's the life.
It is what it is.
Well, we have, mine's clicked on the last thing I was listening to, but we have, some interesting stuff this week. I think we'll start with the normal albums first.
And then
do
get
more
to the
for
guilty pleasure ones.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
we'll start with you, Dom.
The normal one was the second one here. So, Blessed and Possessed by Powerwolf. Oh man, I love this shit. Feel like I'm a crusade. I want to retake the Holy Land. That is how I'm feeling listening to this.
I definitely got that.
The
I
masculine
am-
urge to retake the Holy Land.
I am God's soldier and I'm taking the Holy Land back. Nothing
Yeah.
can stop me either. It's just great. It's just metal, but yeah, you feel like you're on a crusade. It's everything that you want.
Yeah, this is definitely when you suggested this, you're absolutely right. Also, note down here at the bottom, I didn't notice until just now, but they did this with Napalm Records. Those guys record with a lot of good bands. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Napalm Records is good stuff. I liked it. It was pretty fun. I particularly liked Christ in Combat a lot.
Oh yeah.
That was really good. And so this is just me because I fucking hear stuff weird sometimes. Sacramento Sister, big fan of that. I just I don't know. I got a chuckle out of that because I couldn't. I was listening to it and they started saying it. And I was like, it's not saying Sacramento, right? No, it's Sacramento. But like I just couldn't unhear it.
They are very similar words.
Especially because I lived in Sacramento for like 4 years, so it just amused me. But it's a good song, regardless. I like this. It was a good band.
They're talking about some Cali girl instead of some Sacramental person.
Yeah, I mean, my fiance is from Sacramento, so it tracks. Definitely not my sister though. This is not a weird
On-screen
manga.
burp.
Yeah, pardon me. There's a
Very
lot of burping
professional,
going
very
on in here.
professional.
This is the most professional show you've ever seen. What are you
Remember,
talking about?
if they're in the bloodline, steer clear.
But yeah, overall, I think it was a pretty fun, like, Christian power metal band. I like that there's more stuff like this, because I've never really delved into like Christian music a whole lot. But it was good. Surprisingly, not that long either. Only about 45 minutes. Sometimes for these, you could really stretch them out with power metal.
God.
Oh, yeah.
I guess if there's nothing else much to say, we can move on to the next one, unless you felt any particular way, Sen. I know this is more like up your alley as well.
Oh, this was great. I loved it.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
since we can slide into your album. Pretty similar, actually. Not quite, obviously, because it's about dwarves.
Which one's your guilty pleasure album? Zen? Was
The
it the
normal
first one?
album was the dwarf one.
That's the
Okay.
normal one, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
oh, funny story about this one. The only reason I know when I first heard about this band, it was because of this. You ever heard of this channel called Yogscast?
Never watched it, but I'm familiar with them.
They did like a cover or parody or whatever. I guess it would be a cover of Diggy Diggy Hole. So that's how I learned about this band. Yes,
Okay.
it's time for the age-old battle. Christian furry crusaders versus short kings. I'm rooting for the short kings. Just saying.
It was funny too because I was just listening to it yesterday when we were driving back from Magic, and pretty fitting too, of course. and my fiance recognized Diggy Diggy Hole sooner than I did, because I actually haven't listened to that song very much. It was very funny. The moment they started singing the Diggy Hole, I was like, oh my god. I mean, it makes sense. You have to. You're the
That's,
dwarf band. But it was very funny.
That's how they gained popular. That's like their staple song, because they did that song as a cover, and they just blew up because it's metal diggy diggy hole.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. This would definitely be something I'd be jamming to Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock
They actually did
Galactic, a D&D campaign full of dwarves, you know, the
They did a song
usual.
for Deep Rock Galactic, actually.
Did they?
Yeah, like they actually did a. Oh, let me look.
You
at
know,
this
I think I
discography
remember
for-
Deep Rock posting something on Steam about a band doing a song, right? I think I recall
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I don't think I listened to it. Maybe I did, and I just don't remember. Let me go find it. Man, I really want to play some Deep Rock, actually.
Rock and Stone
It's so good.
by Windrose.
If you don't
official.
rock and stone, you ain't going home.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They
have
really
watched
did.
this.
They really did. I didn't even realize that. Wow.
Yeah, just
That's
for
crazy.
proof, yeah, I have already seen this apparently. That's pretty funny.
He doesn't even remember.
I
Well, now you
don't.
can experience it for the first time all over again.
I will definitely do that.
That one's outside.
Yeah, I mean, I love Deep Rock Galactic, so I was bound to click on it. Also appreciate their doing some Lord of the Rings with There and Back Again, and the King of the Under the Mountain. I think that's a Lord of the Rings thing. Obviously, I knew There. and Back
Maybe?
because that's the Hobbit.
I haven't watched Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit like at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Okay, so like with The Hobbit, you don't have to watch the live action movie. That's fine. The anime.
I'll be honest. I don't
no,
want to watch The Hobbit. I'd rather
Yeah.
watch Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
You want-
Rings is so good, dude. Oh man. I
listen.
read the books later afterwards, and I was like not disappointed. Like I was like, nope, the movies are really good. Like,
I think
Alright,
I have
so-
all the Lord of the Rings too, so
for
I
The
should at
Hobbit-
some point.
Okay. So for The Hobbit, you don't want to watch those shitty live action movies, no.
the
You want to
animated
go
one's
back
good.
to 1990 whatever and watch the original Rankin Bass animation they did for the book.
Is really good. Because
It's
like
a
it-
fucking classic, man.
The Hobbit's a really good vibe. Like I read The Hobbit a long time ago when I was pretty young. I really liked it. I've read it a couple of times since then, but man, it's just like it's really good because it's about Bilbo and he just doesn't want to fucking go on an adventure, man. And he's getting bugged by this wizard Gandalf to be like, come on, and he basically gets forced into traveling with a band of dwarves to go reclaim their mountain from the dragon smog. And the whole time Bilbo's just kind of like not really having a great time, but then he starts having a great time, and it's really good. It's a very good story. And the movie's pretty good too, and then Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's Lord of the Rangs. Like I don't know, it's very good. There's so much to explain. I couldn't just give one description besides like poor fucking Frodo and his Giga Chad best friend Sam go destroy Ring. Like it's really good.
Samwise Gamgee, the fucking
dude,
legend
I
himself.
love Sam. He's great. And honestly, I didn't think I really appreciated it the first time I watched those because I was like, I don't know, man. Sam feels like kind of a bitch. And I'm like watching through it again. I'm like, no, wait a second. Actually, like he's really fucking cool. Like I don't know what I was thinking. Really understanding The Lord of the Rings is enjoying Boromir, knowing that he did nothing wrong. Poor fucking Boromir. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is great. You definitely have to check those out.
I will definitely try to at some point.
It's long too. Like you want to sit down and take a day to watch them, or take a weekend to like watch, one each day or something, because they are long fucking movies, but they're very good.
Oh
I
yeah.
appreciate your honesty, Dom. At the very least.
Yeah, I have no problem saying I have or haven't seen stuff where I just give some hot take ass opinion.
Now, my hot take ass opinion is that the Silmarillion is really fucking hard to read. And if you read books, I wouldn't
Yeah.
suggest reading that one. Because I tried reading that, my brain just like fell apart.
Well, that's
I was kind of
that's
young
like
when I
a
tried to read it, though. I should try
lore
again.
compendium, I guess.
I-
Like
yeah.
it's not like a book. Like it's not one long story, you know.
Yeah.
It's just a collection of like unfinished works that Tolkien had lying around.
Yeah. There was some pretty cool Lord of the Rings stuff for the Magic set as well. A little bit I thought was weird, but there was some neat stuff. They even included Tom Bombadil, which is crazy. Because Tom
Oh
Bombadil...
hell yeah!
I know, right? Because he's not in the movies at all, which is a shame. Because he's really cool. He's a neat character. The dude is such a Chad. He literally is unaffected by the ring. He just doesn't give a fuck about it. Like, it just does not have any influence over him.
The ring tempts you.
Yeah.
He just casually says, "Oh yeah, I'm like older than the Earth itself."
Yeah.
He just casually drops that.
Yeah, he's crazy.
No
Tom
fucks
Bombadil,
given.
crazy character. And he shows up for like a moment. And that's it.
What a man. Okay.
Yeah, he's really cool. The
Alright.
the book is really good. I sat down and read that the whole trilogy in this really big fat book. That shit was gas.
Where are we at now?
We were going on about the dwarves. I was just about to say we can go to mine, which. So I only knew one song, and I was like, "Whoa, what a silly name for a band."
Is it which one's your normal one? Which one's your
You Slut? The album Medium, Bastard? With some really odd songs like Shell Sock and Shopping Placenta, which I literally didn't know until like yesterday when I was looking through these, and I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck is up with these titles? Like, because like there's no singing.
pitch
or
and
anything.
put with you slut?
Yeah, I have no fucking
Fifth
clue.
Zine?
Because
Elton Chong?
Elton Chong's pretty good too. Yeah, the song titles were just like, what the fuck is this? Because I'm just listening to it, just kind of like jamming to the guitar, like enjoying it. It's just kind of, I'd say these are, like, I liked over half of the album. Definitely really liked Magnifier, Higher, Higher. It's really odd titles. So I don't know what the fuck Homie was cooking when they came up with those titles, but it's just like kind of good general like slapping around fancy guitar stuff that I like to listen to a lot. You know, I don't really have too much that I feel one
What
way
the
or
fuck
other
is
about.
math rock?
Math rock is what this is. Math rock is like progressive. It's prog rock, but like chill. It's usually kind of like really relaxed and laid back, but like people are doing crazy stuff on the guitars. You know, wacky chord progressions and really odd notes and stuff.
That's like the worst name for a music genre I've ever heard in my life.
It's
I don't
jazz.
like it.
That's literally what jazz is. Like all prog music came from jazz. But yeah,
Not that you'll ever hear them admit that.
it's pretty fun stuff. I got like a real stick in my craw about like repetitive music after a while, which is when I stopped listening to the radio, and I kind of really clicked into listening to prog music because it's just kind of all over the place. And there's some bands that do it really well, and some bands that do it pretty bad, and some bands are like just fine. I think this was kind of like under the just fine. I really like Chan. Chan is like some pretty peak math rock. They're good stuff. And they also do some singing here and there. It's like not the best singing, but it's all right. Crazy album cover on this shit too.
Besides
I
the
love
names
little note
being
that-
absolutely wild, honestly, I thought it was just kind of alright, you know? It wasn't like, wow, I want to listen to them every second of my life, but I'm not like, wow. Maybe I'll skip them once in a while when they pop up on Spotify.
Yeah, like it was fine. Even for like a lot of the stuff I listen to, they were alright. The song titles though, I'm just like blown away. Like I don't know what is going on.
Some of these song titles actually got me just dying. Plural sex.
Now that's one that piques my interest. Like, what the fuck could that possibly entail?
Yeah, especially because there's not singing, so you don't really know anything besides him just them just jamming. Like, so there's no context behind it.
This is the sex playlist. Hey, what are you putting on when we have sex? Fucking this, and it's like, what song is this? Oh, this is Elton Chong. What? Yeah, the next one's going to be plural sex. Just imagine the confusion of someone.
Thank you, Mr. Artist Man. We will be getting a second chair for you guys. Look at that. I'm getting
Oh,
I'm getting the
yeah.
moving company in here. We're going to install a second chair in the studio. 'Cause
Yippee!
I was looking at it like, you know what? They've been in one chair long enough.
It's cramped here, man.
yeah, I gotta
Stones are
get
digging
you
into
guys
my
your own chair.
sides.
We'll get it figured out. So let's see. The third or fourth album we could do in this normal stuff is from Hoyoverse. Thank you, random user of the Gotcha Slop games I enjoy, for this
Hell
album
yeah, gotcha
suggestion.
slop.
I love it. We have In Stasis by Monuments. I was
Ooh,
mostly pretty fucking bored by this album.
it was for me. It was all right. It's definitely the type of music I do like, but it was definitely not put in the feels.
Yeah, so I actually there's a name on here I recognize. I don't remember why. Mick Gordon.
Mick Gordon did the soundtrack for the Doom games.
Okay.
Oh!
Okay. I was like, I know that name.
The fucking legend himself.
Um,
Also, like, I've been playing a lot of, like, Prey, the 2017 game.
Doom
Like, he did the
Eternal,
soundtrack for that, too.
Wolfenstein, fucking Killer Instinct, Atomic Heart,
Hell yeah.
Lawbreakers. A lot of, like, literally all Wolfenstein. That's crazy. Oh my
So
god.
this guy is
Destroy
a pretty
All
big deal.
Humans? Yo.
He did destroy all humans. What?
He did additional.
He's very versatile.
He did additional
He's very
sound
versatile in
design
what he can do.
specifically for Destroy All Humans too. So not like music, but he did score
Damn.
for the first season of the fighting video game Killer Instinct, which was a reboot of the original version. Yeah, and then did stuff for Doom, like 2016 and shit. He did stuff with Bring Me the Horizon. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, a lot of stuff that they had him on, and they had Spencer Sotelo, who is the lead singer of Periphery. It's one of my favorite bands. So, and that was okay. They had him in for like a verse. I was like, oh yay, Spencer! But like, it was fine.
Hi, Spencer.
Yeah, exactly. I did like
Just-
Makeshift Harmony. That one kind of threw me for a loop because it did not sound like the rest of the album, and it was pretty alright. But other than that, I just didn't feel anything about this. I was like, oh, it's metal, like core metal style. You know, it was okay.
I describe this as being, I don't know if this is weird to say, but like sad white boy music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Opposed to this sad white girl
can-
music
can
we'll
we-
get to later.
can we really like blame it? It's a Hoyo. Someone put this in Hoyoverse.
Yeah.
Look, I was surprised. Somebody in there suggested Sonata Arctica, and that's way more up your guys' alley. So there's gonna be a variety, but yes, it would be a Hoyo person.
It would be a Hoyo person to have sad white boy hours.
Hell yeah, man! This is what you play when you don't get that S rank.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember not getting fucking Caesar and ZZZ.
Dude, Caesar is so good. Oh my god.
I wanted her so much.
I
but
dog. All right,
Just
so
the 50-50.
I'm just gonna go on a small rant. I got Caesar. I got the most recent chick that's the bodyguard of the singer girl, and I got the singer girl. The three of those in a team, I haven't come across anything that's stronger yet. I am literally just like clearing shit over and over with them. It's ridiculous. Like S ranks in that game just change how the whole game is played, and it's stupid. She's crazy. They're all crazy, and Zenless Zone Zero is very, very fun. I like it a lot. I was
Need
up
to get
till
back
like,
into it.
dude, I was up till like 2 a.m. playing last night. They're gonna release an S rank Anby, and I've got like a bunch of fucking
MB
tapes saved up.
2.0.
Yeah, I've been literally just grinding and saving up. I've got like 30 tapes. I'm ready to just like fucking start gotcha slopping.
Finally, lore accurate Ambi.
Yeah. It's the story's kind of crazy on that game. I was a little bit surprised now that I'm actually getting like deeper and further into it. It's still not like on a Honkai Star Rail level of like story that I like, but it's fun. It's also a fun game, so that helps. Speaking of weebery, we can slide back into now our other albums.
Yes, the guilty pleasure ones.
Indeed.
Oh God!
And we're gonna start with you,
Oh.
Dom.
Oh, I know
Oh,
we are.
thank God.
Oh, boy.
Fucking. So this is probably the most out of like. All of these albums we have put in follow some linear set of like normal, and then there's this Zodiac by Hako's Bales.
Tom was a weeb the whole time.
Of course I am. I just like metal music a lot, a bit too much. Anyway, I just fucking love it. Honestly, it's a guilty pleasure for a reason. It sounds clean. I can't understand a thing. The music's on point.
Now,
There's nothing I don't like about it.
okay, so, when I started this week, when I started the albums, we were driving in the car, and I had my fiance just click on one of the albums in the list, and it was this one. I really liked the first song, and to echo Sen, I felt like I was led into a bit of a false sense of security, personally, because I fucking hate the rest of the album a whole lot. Oh my lord, I was like gripping my steering wheel, just like cringing as I'm driving, going, "Oh no, can we just end this album, please?" Like everything about
The sound
it
of
hurt.
him grind.
And
The
so
sound of him grinding his teeth was louder than the music itself.
when, on the second song, I was like, "Wait, who even is this?" And so she looked it up, and it's a VTuber.
It is, yes.
Do you watch this
I mean,
VTuber?
that much is obvious.
No, but she is my favorite VTuber singer.
I have no idea anything about this VTuber save for a meme that I have saved somewhere in my phone of her. It's pretty terrible. I'm gonna find it right now and send it.
She made a song called Psycho, and that's a more metal song. And that's how I initially got introduced to her. Besides her being from Hololive, and she's Australian.
Okay.
Crikey! From the land down under. I got a thing from Australian to share with you guys.
Yeah. So I think it was. Let me. I think it was this.
The hell of a meme you put in, Jesus.
Dude, so it's like a two-part, because the picture's from an artist who makes art that looks like that, very like, I don't describe it. I don't know. If you see like 3 pieces of their art, you go, "Oh yeah, that's like their style." And then somebody added the text to it, but it's very funny. I have one for Goda as well.
It's a rat.
I'm trying to find the particular song that yeah, okay. So the fight song. There's a band that my buddy always tries to play, and then I'm like, man, I just don't like this. And it's like some kind of League of Legends band. And it feels, I don't want to say corporate, because that's not the right word, but it feels stock. Like her songs went between like pretty good Japanese music and then English music that I couldn't stand. It was all the English stuff that I really didn't like at all. I think the Japanese stuff was pretty alright. But the English stuff just bugged me. Something about it felt like not real or very forced. I'm not sure what it was, but it's just like they all just rubbed me the wrong way. Except for the first song. The first song I actually added to my Spotify list. I did like that one. And I didn't know she's made quite a lot of music, actually. So
Yeah, so you see that Psycho album right there?
yeah.
So that one is a metal song. And then the Play Dice album, I don't know if that's just a single or not, but the Play Dice song is pretty good. I like that one as well.
I will check
Okay,
more of them out. Sometimes I forget too that like VTubing comes from idol culture, because like,
Yeah.
I'm not super big into VTubing culture. Like there are VTubers I like, you know what I mean, but it's not like there's a guy I'm in a Discord with that like you can ask him like literally anything, and this bro will just start dropping knowledge on you of like all kinds of like VTubing culture, from like Japanese to English to even like Spanish and stuff like that. He's really in it. It's pretty crazy. And then I also forget that some of them can sing, because unfortunately, none of my Oshis can sing at all. Like, they're all pretty terrible singers. And it's fine, because I still enjoy listening to it. She sings really well, you know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know, it's not like I think she's a bad artist. It just really didn't vibe with me. Because, like, the production, I mean, it's fucking Hololive, too. I would expect the production to be really good, and it is. So, like, it's... Objectively, it's probably a pretty good album. I just don't like it.
Which is fair. Which is why it is a guilty pleasure
Sen,
of this album.
what'd you think about it, Sen?
I liked it. I actually did like it. Sing your heart out, anime girl. Sing your fucking heart out.
Exactly. That last song, I think, was the EIEN. Literally, I could hear like 30, not hear them, but I could see like 30 anime credits ending with that song. That is such an anime credits ending song, and honestly, respect. Like, I don't know if she meant it for that, because it's at the very end of the album, but it feels like an end of credits animation song quite a lot. Oh my goodness, holy crap, pardon me. The root beer's gonna kill me. So before I die, let's go to an album I'm actually very familiar with.
I'm scared
Sen.
to hear that.
No, it's yours, Sen. It's Streetlight
I know.
Manifesto.
Yes.
You want to kick us off here?
Dude, I remember listening to this album so much during, like, fucking high school. Oh, the sheer amount of angst fueled my teenage soul. Honestly, listening through it again, I still like it. You know, it is kind of, maybe it's a bit, like, cringe or try-hard at times, but I think I still love this album deep down in my heart.
I did feel a lot of angst in this album.
Yeah.
Or angst, the music!
Yeah, I had never really listened to much of these guys, except my roommate really liked them. Particularly, he played this album a lot, so I'm very familiar with it.
This is
I like
probably
it.
like their best album.
I like the sort of ska, like folk punky thing that they have going on. And I'm actually
Folk punk,
quite
that's a cool word.
I quite like folk punk. In particular, there's Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains, Days and Days, and then Andrew Jihad Jackson. They're
That is the name.
yeah, so they fall under what's more commonly known, I think, as crust punk.
Crust punk.
Yeah,
They're
These album names are
crusting.
getting out punk.
yeah. So
Mathcore,
basically, it's
punk,
like
crust punk.
it's like folk music. It's like basically folk music on heroin, and I mean unironically, like heroin users.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
It's very
absolutely this band's sound.
very aggressively depression fueled, but like it's good stuff. Like I like it, and so this is like that, but like if they went to like college and didn't do heroin, you know what I mean? Like those guys could have ended up like Streetlight Man.
I think the last part's very important. They didn't do it.
Exactly. Streetlights are
Remember,
the ones
kid,
that got
don't
out.
do heroin.
Yeah. Streetlight Manifesto got out. Days and Days did not. They got stuck on the train tracks and had to sell their dog for heroin. Like, it's just...
Oh, poor
but
Fido.
But I like Streetlight. It's good stuff. I think, yeah, Littlest Things is the one I clicked on, is the one I particularly like, I think.
Which I think you found one of your YouTube shorts you can use talking about how the band sounds like they're on heroin.
True.
Oh yeah, let's get to that clip farming, baby. Come on.
Oh,
So-
Spotify's coming through again.
Interesting thing about this album that I remember is like, I don't remember the exact details, but I know their like record company kind of fucked them over, and they were really pissed at them. So like that's basically what this album is. Like them telling the record company to go fuck themselves, like literally.
That it would make sense, honestly. Record companies aren't that great of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically what The Hands That Thieve is about. Like the big guy fucking over the little guy, you know?
Yeah. You know what I don't like? They broke him down. Because it's just, like, really repetitive. Did not like that one very much. Because they're like, and they broke him down, and they broke him down. Just, like, over and over and over. And I'm just like, all right.
We
guys,
get it!
like,
Shut the fuck up!
I do
I
really
distinctly remember that song being shorter. Like, when I was remembering this from when I was a kid, I was just like, wait, that's 5 minutes long?
like, 5 minutes.
I remember it being like 3 or something. Like, I swear to God, I remember it being one of the shorter songs, but
Remember,
it's not.
the younger you are, the faster time moves.
I hate time! I hate the inevitable march of time! I want to go back to high school! I was miserable, but god damn it!
Fair. The march of time waits for no one. I like all the horns on this. I'm a big proponent of horns of any kind. Trumpets,
You could say he's horny.
trombones, saxophones. I am a horny man. I love them. The whole brass ensemble is great. I might put in something a bit more horny this week. Now that I'm thinking about it, probably exclusively horny actually. And yeah, they're like an edgy band. I don't mind it. It's good stuff though. I like them. Interesting name too, Streetlight Manifesto. It's like I'd like to know how they came up with a name like that. Because they're two words that you wouldn't necessarily put together in almost any context at all.
Honestly, that's a great question. Do you know how hard it is coming up with band names nowadays? Let's be real. Like,
Yeah. Half the bands I listen to, I feel like they just like throw shit on. They just throw shit at a wall. Fuck it. Here we go.
I think If Only for Memories was probably... Oh no, not that one. It was... The Littlest Things. Yeah, no, that's my favorite song on the album.
Hey, that's the one I have liked as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also do something in one of these songs that I really like, and it kind of gave me the vibe that these guys would be gas in a little tiny fucking bar. It'd be like the best place to listen to them. There's some bands I feel like are like that. You know, some bands feel like they're built more for the stadium. Some are built for the studio. Some are built to just be fucking jammed in a bar. And these guys are definitely one of those. Where
oh yeah,
they're singing one of the songs, and then they stop the music, and instead of one of them singing, it's like 3 or 4 of them all singing the chorus or the chorus part with no music, and then it kicks back to the music, and then they're all singing, and it's all pumped up again. Like, I really like when bands do that, where they do that sort of pause, chant the chorus type of deal. It's not like that common of a thing, but I do like it when bands do that. I don't know if there's like a name or a term for what that is, but it's cool. So I guess we can move on to my album.
definitely interesting seeing this one here, Goats.
Probably the most unexpected album.
I don't know. It's between this one and Zodiac.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah, we definitely ripped the door off the hinges with those two. So this is Avril Lavigne. I'm sure for the average listener, you are probably at least somewhat familiar with her, if nothing for her Skater Boy song.
What's another one?
Probably Complicated.
Yeah, Complicated. But I was thinking of Stupid Girl, but I don't think that's Avril Lavigne.
No, that is not. That is Gwen Stefani, I believe.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Oh, whoa,
It all meshes together for
Gwen
me.
Stefani is way different. Way different.
Oh, it could
Yeah.
be Pink or
If fucking white girl
It's
music.
Pink. Now, Pink and Gwen Stefani, I can see you getting those a little mixed up a little bit. That's fair. Because I also have mixed them up once or twice. So this is her
not that.
first album, I believe, of Avril Lavigne. Her, but it's like a whole band. But it's really Avril Lavigne. They hail from Canada, actually.
Fucking Canadians.
And I'm only really familiar with this because, as many things in my earlier life, was very influenced by my sister. She really liked Avril Lavigne. And I have heard this album so many fucking times. I can't count how many times I've heard this album.
And you still like it?
I still like some of it. I'd say most of it is fine. So what's funny though is that if you know Skater Boy and you hear some of her more like modern music, you would not expect that this album's actually pretty slow. It's like a very like Skater Boy's like up, it's jumpy and it's poppy, and she's like, hey yeah, woo. And like even with like her one of the newer songs she did, the I Don't Like Your Boyfriend, where she's like, yo, fuck that bitch, come smash me. You're like, oh yeah, she's kind of like a more hyped up musician, but a lot of this album's very like calm, I guess. I don't know, it might not be the right word, but I really like I'm With You. It's a very nice song. She's just like, look man, shit sucks, you're cool man, you want to hang out, we can hang out. Like, it's fine. Shit sucks. I'm just trying to, like, fucking go somewhere and forget about the bullshit right now. And I kind of vibe with that pretty hard. I really like that. Complicated's a good song. Anything But Ordinary is... Let me hear that one again. Yeah, it's like, I don't know why I like Anything But Ordinary, because it's kind of super fucking generic, but...
It is.
It's really generic. I don't know why. I kind of like bop to it, though. Monkey Brain's just like, yeah, man, I like all the basic chords. It also could be, again, just that I grew up with it, so it's kind of more ingrained than anything. But yeah, I mean, overall, I don't hate Avril Lavigne. She sings well. They got their thing going here. Crazy, she has 22 million monthly listeners on Spotify still, which is wild. Are they even like still like what's the most recent Avril Lavigne album? Like, are they still pumping shit out?
Maybe, probably.
2022. Wow.
Damn.
2019, and then 2013.
Can we? Can we even say that they're still pumping stuff out if the last one was?
I mean, as far as musicians making albums, I'd say you could say that, yeah. Because she could be currently working on an album now.
True.
It's only 3 years ago. We're not even that far into 2025 yet.
Oh god, you're right. It was 3 years ago, not 2 years. Oh god, I hate the inevitable march of time! Again!
Suffer.
I think that's all of them.
It
I hate
is.
Skater Boy.
You what?
I hate Skater Boy. I genuinely hate that song.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Okay, I think it's over.
Song.
I think it's overplayed. That is my take on it. It is overplayed, and then Complicated's pretty alright. Otherwise, I feel like the rest of this album wasn't too much of a like toot your own horn kind of deal. It's like, oh wow, okay, yeah, it's feeling pretty same. And then you had the two songs that are definitely like noticeably known.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just such a bitter, spiteful song, man. I don't know.
I mean, at times
It gives me a bad taste in my mouth listening to it.
Yeah, because she's like, yeah, bitch. Now you sad, single at your house. Like, it's very petty.
Very.
But she also literally, one of her really popular songs is also about trying to steal some girl's boyfriend, so.
Oh, okay. That's the way to do it.
Right.
Yep.
It all comes full circle, I guess.
It's very funny.
Ooh, I know what. I'll grab this band.
Yeah, I think. No, don't keep playing it. I am definitely gonna throw in these guys because I like these.
What?
guys.
That's a single? No, I wanted that. Ah, damn it.
Wow. What the fuck? They keep dropping albums? Talk about pumping albums out. 2022, 23, 24, 25. Oh my god, I didn't realize they just kept dropping albums. Holy shit. Oh, I have so much to listen to. Oh my god.
I wonder if they just kind of, ran out of fucking stuff to sing about.
It's not singing.
Oh.
Aren't you so excited?
Yay.
So there's one.
Instrumentals.
It's good stuff though. But yeah, the last album I listened to by these guys was in 2016. And they've just dropped like 5 more albums since then. So I have some serious catching up to do. My goodness.
All right. So are we going to say which ones we're dropping?
My first one is a band called Moon Hooch.
My first one here is various artists because it is the Cyberpunk Radio Volume 2 soundtrack.
Wait, okay, hang on. All right, pause. If you're gonna do that, then I want to do something here. All right. Sen, drop us a video game album.
A video game album?
I'm gonna find.
Oh, everyone drops a video game album.
I mean,
okay, yeah.
Look, if you're gonna drop a Cyberpunk, I feel obligated. Like,
Go right ahead, my mans. Go right ahead.
I mean, it's not an album, but there is something I could drop. Sure. I mean, if you really wanted. If you really, really, really wanted.
Are you gonna drop Spice Girls?
A what?
You can drop Spice Girls. I'm like, tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
I was not going there, but okay. I'm genuinely curious on your reactions
be your
to
lover,
this.
and not just.
I almost want to see you guys like just react to
Wait,
this
is man a
live
Spice
next
Girls
week.
fan? Because I am.
No, I'm not a Spice Girls fan.
No, Dom.
No, I just know the song.
I've also very familiar with Spice Girls from my sister.
All right,
All right.
not an album, but that is a thing. Based on a video game.
All right, I'm gonna do it. Alright, so the second thing I'm posting is, like, it's different, but it's for my favorite game ever, of all time. I've played it a whole bunch. I've played it on stream multiple times. I have recordings on my YouTube channel of me playing this game. I have it on PlayStation, on PC, on Switch. I fucking love this game. It's called Hyper Light Drifter. It's like just one of the best fucking games
game.
ever. Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's the greatest game that has no dialogue anywhere, and it still tells you an amazing fucking story. And it's just, oh, it's so good.
Right now.
I love Hyper Light Drifter so much.
I remember I played that game and got frustrated with the dodge mechanic
It's
because like I was
different.
never sure how the fuck it worked.
Yeah, the dodging and the
'Cause,
chain
like,
dashing and stuff are odd.
yeah, like you look up a guide and like everyone has a different fucking answer. You gotta hit the button right before you dodge. No, you have to hit it right after you dodge. No,
For-
you have to hit it right as you dodge.
The chain dashing
Like-
is very simple. The moment you are at the end of the chain, you click dash again. Just when you're at the end of the dash, you click dash again. That's all it is. You dash, 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 dash. Like you got to keep it paced and slow too. You can't like mash the button because you will. It will punish you for mashing the button. Like it'll cancel out your dash. Like you got to be very patient with it. But when you learn it, you become a fucking god. It's amazing. It's very simple.
Alright.
It's just a little weird to figure out at first. But I would highly suggest going back to play it, dude. It's so much fun. I got to the point where I'm like, because you can like, you get the north, the west, and the east to go to, and then once you beat those, you unlock the southern area. But you don't have to. You can go any which way that you want. You just have to beat those 3 before you get to the southern area. And so I've gotten to the point where I start trying to like speed my way through and pick different ways to go through, and just dude, it's a really good game, and the music is phenomenal. Disaster Piece, I will be going on about that next week, but yeah, it's very, very good stuff. So yeah, we got Disaster Piece from Hyperlight Drifter. We have who's the other one? Moon Hooch I got over here. Dirt Poor Robins from Sen, and an animated opera for a
It's like a
game.
5-minute long music video
Okay,
based on
okay.
Elder Scrolls lore.
Okay. And then
And before you watch it, I want you to understand every single aspect of that is 100% lore accurate.
okay, all right. And then we have the
In fact, I'll actually just write that down to remind you guys.
Cyberpunk album from Dom, which I'm very familiar with, but I'm still willing to go through. That's fine. And Fame on Fire levels.
Yes.
All right.
Unfortunately, they don't have the top covers they've done, which are some of my favorites, because they're just covers, and of course they wouldn't put them in an actual album, which kind of makes me sad.
Okay, we're gonna grab.
But maybe we can go over them at some point.
I'm disappointed no one got a reaction out of that comic I posted. Damn.
I didn't look at it.
Let
yet.
me read it. So now that we have weird.
Okay, this looks different.
Truce to your husband.
This looks very different. There's a song on here called Sasuke. So here's the Hoyo album suggestion from the Me Bottle event. Thank you very much. Who is this? Let's see. American
What the
Kai.
fuck, son?
Throw that one in. That'll be our extra album.
Yippee!
All right. Last
That's-
things last. I'm gonna be working on maybe some YouTube maneuverings. We're not sure yet. I'm unsure what I'm doing with it. Come check out deadhorse.net Anarchy Minecraft server, and of course check these guys out, Dom and Sen.
Please, someone watch my fucking streams.
Yeah, go check them out. Links.
Am I
links
not
will be-
following you on Twitch? I thought I am.
I don't really stream on Twitch. I stream on YouTube. I don't like Twitch.
Oh,
based.
that's why.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about moving this over to streaming it on YouTube, just because I also won't have to upload the episode every time I'm done on Twitch.
Fair.
Just because like that takes a lot of extra time and effort on my part, and I get really lazy and then I don't upload it for like 3 days because it just takes.
I do see that.
It takes so long to do because like. And then if I have to do something like the last episode, I had to do some editing. Then I had to render it. And it was like after an hour of rendering, it was like, oh, whoops, didn't render. Cool, thanks. All right, now I got to go fucking render it all over again. All right, now it's done. Now I got to fucking upload it. So probably going to be figuring out maneuvering over to YouTube. So if you're seeing this on Twitch, on the VOD, come check us out on the YouTube channel. It's just The Screen Press. If you look up The Screen Press, digging through albums, you'll find it. We're not that popular yet, and the name's kind of generic, so YouTube's having a hard time giving it as an automatic suggestion. If you're listening to this on YouTube, I guess be prepared to check out some streams incoming. We'll get that figured out, and we will see everyone next week.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yes, farewell.
Bye! Fucking go away.
Also, Dead Gamer? What? I see someone in chat, or was in chat. I don't know if you're still there, Dead Gamer, but hi. Come back next week.
Please.